Hello and welcome, Pisces. Pisces the fish, Pisces the two fish, one that swims towards spirituality, the other that swims towards materialism. Pisces the compassionate one, Pisces the intuitive one. Let's see what message Spirit has for you throughout the week of November 25th to December 1st. Starting with the dice, we have the South Node in Sagittarius in the 10th house. So the South Node is where you're coming from, Pisces, and that looks to be like Sagittarius, the loner on a quest, right? And the 10th house is all about the house of career. So in this sense, you don't have to go it alone, Pisces. Maybe there's some collaboration that you should look into. And then also the opposite of a Sagittarius is Gemini. So be curious, like start doing research and find out who is the person that could be your partner in your business or your endeavor, or even in your own private life. So really tune into that during this time, Pisces. And then we have here the rune Awaz. Awaz represents movement, and you can see there's a big M for movement. So remember that movement is needed as well. So like, don't worry and focus so much on your career and the stagnation and the meaning of everything. Be more curious and allow movement and flexibility to happen. And then we have here the animal guardian. Trust your instincts. And you have here up above the owl. The owl medicine is able to see things clearly, to see beyond the deception, to see beyond the illusion. And then we have here the lady, she's holding on to the deer. And the deer represents gentleness and kindness. And then she herself is an angel because she has wings and everything. And you can see she has the raven, which represents magic and transformation. And then she also has the panther. The panther represents the void. So embrace the void. Move into the void. Don't be afraid of the void, Pisces. Really. Tune into the curiosity of the void and how nurturing it truly can be. Maybe I'm seeing also you might want to benefit from a deprivation chamber or something, because remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, but a deprivation chamber, like all your senses are like into a point of a pause. So after that, you might be able to have heightened senses. So let's say I did this once. You literally go into water that is at the same level as your body temperature. So it's like you're just floating in the void. Then your ears are being plugged, so you're not able to literally hear anything except for your own heartbeat or your blood running through your body. And then your eyes are closed. So basically the sensory deprivation chamber actually heightens the senses in a long run. And this sense here, being curious and walking into the void. That's what I'm seeing for you, Pisces. Now let's see what else we have here. We have the spirit keeper of the north. In the north, you can see way up north where the air gets cold. There's the sweetest little story that you've ever been told, right? The North Pole, all that good stuff. So spirit keeper of the north. It's physical, it's tangible. It's the cold winter nights in that sense as well. So also remember to forge your own path. Don't follow. Be a leader. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had during this time, Pisces. Now let's see all this energy here throughout the week, starting with Monday, Tuesday. Guardian of thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson. There's that leader again. For a cause close to your heart. And you can see that with that 10th house as well, right? The collaboration experience. Your angels will give you the perfect words, and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, maybe emotionally unavailable. In that sense, not to the point where they are totally reserved in their emotions, but they got their boundaries up and they're focused on what is to come, and they're doing it more logically and instead of intuitively. And you might be able to benefit from that, Pisces, because, intuition by itself or emotion by itself is not as good as when you actually are able to integrate logics as well. So like using the right and the left half of your brain, you come together and you have one complete solid situation where now you're not just using your intuition, you're also using your logics too. So instead of using part of your brain, you're using all of your brain, right? And forge the path. Don't follow. Like, don't go down the path that everyone seems to go down, and it's a well-trodden path. Follow the path that it needs to be blazed, like a new trail to blaze, basically, in that sense. So like, use your intuition and then do some research and find what path you want to go down, and then be the leader so others will follow you on that path that you decided to forge, a new path that you did forge, in that sense. All right, so now we move into Wednesday, Thursday. Taking note that on Wednesday, Mercury goes retrograde in Ophiuchus in the 9th house, which is naturally ruled by Sagittarius. So in the 9th house, and that's going to be directed towards the superconscious mind. So it's an inward process when it comes to the superconscious mind, whatever you're thinking of, and be curious and go into the void during this time, Pisces. And this is not just for this week, this is for the next month as well, literally the end of the year. So between November 27th to the end of December, Mercury will go retrograde in Ophiuchus. So embrace that. And then, of course, we have on Thursday Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Pisces. And we have here partnerships and alliances. And you can see that there is a balance of these partnerships and alliances. It looks like a feminine and a masculine, and they're coming together. They're merging their energies. And you can also see, as I mentioned before, the fact that the South Node is in the 10th house. You would want to go into the 4th house, which is all about home and family. So the collaborative experience with the partnership and the alliances, that's going to bring nurturing to your soul, Pisces. That's what you're going to be seeking during this Mercury retrograde in Ophiuchus, because Ophiuchus is the keeper of the esoteric wisdom. Ophiuchus is also the one to allow the evolution to continue. All right. Now we're going to go into the end of the week for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Taking note that on Saturday, November 30th, the sun will go into Ophiuchus in the 12th house, and that's going to be focusing on the self-sacrifice, which brings about the inner growth. So during this time, Pisces, you'll be able to let go of what no longer serves your highest and best self, so you can start to see the highest and best self come through. Like, there will be a blending and emerging, just like his partnerships and alliances over here. So embrace that time to get that inner growth by, dissolving the ego a little bit and finding out what no longer serves you and moving away from that and moving in towards the inner growth. It's all an inward process. And then also Sunday, December 1st, the new moon will be in Ophiuchus. And that's going to be in the 3rd house. And that's highlighting the relatives. So your relatives in your life, are you putting up the boundaries that you need? Are you allowing them the freedom to express the way they are? Finding a healthy balance between your relatives and your own personal nourishment. So if you want to know more about the new moon in Ophiuchus, from December 1st, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on, you'll be able to watch the video of the new moon in Ophiuchus from that time on. And that'll be in the playlist of the new moon playlist. So look into that message because it's an interesting one all about the new moon going into Ophiuchus with those relatives. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we have here for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Awakening. You can't even make it up. I literally just talked about awakening, and here it is. The awakening is all about seeing from another perspective, because this is traditional tarot, the Hanged Man. So Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, is saying it's time for the awakening, Pisces. And as I mentioned, that sensory deprivation, going into the void, no sound, no sight. You feel like you're just floating in the void, basically. So look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself, and that self-sacrifice is going to allow your true, authentic self to come through more and more. Now let's see what we have for the bonus card, Pisces. We have the mindful wisdom. Create inner harmony. You can't even make it up. Here it is again. Be the leader you wish you had. Create that inner harmony. Trust your instincts, partnerships, and alliances. And then, of course, be a mentor to someone or seek a mentor yourself. Look at things from a different perspective. Use the mindful wisdom. And this mindful wisdom will be brought about by Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus has a huge role during this time, and how very fitting that Ophiuchus would be there for literally now until the end of the year. I mean, it's so cool that Ophiuchus is here to show you to go within and seek that esoteric wisdom, that divine knowledge that is inside of you, to trust your instincts, your intuition, and your logics. Okay, Pisces, if this resonated with you, go ahead, hit the like button, comment down below, share this with other Pisces that you may know. And thank you for watching. I will see you next week.